Gremlins, Merry Christmas. Hope you guys were having a great time with your friends and family. If you don't celebrate Christmas like me, all my fellow Jews out there, happy Hanukkah, everyone. Hope you're celebrating. I know I'm dressed up a bit here. I figured I'd dress up given the occasion and whatnot. So I've got my sweater on here, got the hat, drinking a little bit of whiskey, celebrating, having a good time, you guys. But you know what? I was thinking about what kind of video I would do this week. I thought, given the holiday season, I thought what I would wish for Foxhole in 2025 would make a lot of sense given the holiday season. So we're gonna go through a list of what I'm hopeful for in 2025 for Foxhole. Some of these things, they're kind of pipe dreams, but hey, we're gonna see what the devs can do. And actually, one of these things is already being worked on or has been worked on, and we'll get into that in a minute here. But before we get started, everyone, I did this last year and I want to do it again this year. But I will be giving away a free copy of Foxhole to one of my subscribers. But this video is being uploaded on the 27th of December. You guys have 1 week to put in the comment section below anything you want. It could be your favorite fucking thing you ate during Christmas. It could be Gremblo, go fuck yourself. But in any case, all you have to do is leave a comment down below and be a subscriber to the channel. We will go ahead and spin a wheel and see who's the lucky winner. I've also got a couple of games in addition to Foxhole that I'll be giving away, courtesy of Gur. Thank you, Gur. Shout out to Gur. Everyone give a round of applause to Gur. I think it's 2 or 3 different games. Don't quote me, but there's gonna be 2 other games which will be given away as well for a 2nd and 3rd place prize. But guys, again, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you leave a comment, and I'll be pulling those names for next week. But with that out of the way, let's get straight into the video, you guys. I've got a number of things that I'm hoping to see in Foxhole next year, starting off with the biggest of the bunch, latency and stability issues. I'm hoping that that all gets fixed before the air update releases. For those of you that have been playing Foxhole for a long time, you know that progressively the servers have gotten more and more unstable as time has gone on. A lot of that has to deal with the influx of players, which is why we have multiple shards. But a lot of that also has to deal with the assets and just increased amount of content being put into the game, causing stress on the server, and ultimately the poor performance that we're seeing. I know this is something I've been wishing for a long time. I think ever since the facility update came out, that's when I first started noticing just a drastic decrease in server stability. But in any case, guys, that's the first and one of the main things I'm hoping to see improved before the air update. In terms of the air update itself, this goes into the next one, content that I'm hoping to see. I mean, we already know that we're going to get planes, we're going to get bombers, probably, most likely troop transports. In terms of specific content I'm hoping to see, you know, I'd love to see a javelin or half-track variant that has an anti-air gun on the back. So similar to how the mortar half track works, right? Like, it would be so cool if they had like quad 12.7 guns aiming at the sky and you're able to shoot enemy planes. That'd be super cool. I'd love to see that. Also, if you could even use it against infantry, that'd be fucking messed up. I'm sure we're gonna get flak cannons and some sort of anti-air emplacements. In terms of the planes themselves, personally, what I'm hoping for is a variation in terms of ease of access with the new air content. What I'm hoping for is a opportunity for solo players to get a taste of that air content. So whether it's a biplane instead of a, you know, more expensive fighter jet or something like that, you know what I mean? Like, I want there to be tiers of content that is accessible for groups, accessible for regiments, but we can't forget about the solo players out there, the players that, you know, maybe they don't have hours and hours to dedicate to Foxhole, but maybe an afternoon or something like that, you know, just something where they can grind out a cheap plane, take it out to the sky, and have some fun with that. In terms of cost, big deciding factor on whether or not I use any of the new air content, rare mats. If any of the fucking fighters, dude, like I'm talking about not troop transports or anything like that, but any of the fucking fighters cost rare mats, I might just like not even touch the shit, dude. I don't like the gacha games. I'm not a huge fan of, you know, kind of RNG with some of these recipes, especially with like the large ships. I'm not a huge fan of that. I really don't want to spend 18 hours a week just fucking grinding rare mats so that I can take a plane out and lose it in doing something stupid. In any case, guys, we're going to see what the recipes end up being. Hopefully, it's nothing too crazy. I'm sure the bombers will be expensive. Mark my words, you guys. I bet you this is going to happen. I'm calling it right now, guys. I guarantee, and if the devs don't do this, I'm going to be shocked. We will be able to drop nukes from the fucking Enola Gay equivalent of Foxhole bombers, dude. I'm telling you right now, it's going to happen. It's going to be a thing where you could fly that shit deep into the back line. I'm telling you guys, it's going to happen. I'm going to come back to this video, and we're going to see if I'm right or not. But guys, let me know in the comment section below. You think that's going to happen or not? Guarantee it's going to happen. Guarantee. Anyway, that's enough for the era update stuff. We're going to have to wait and see what ends up getting released with that. But those are a couple of items I'm looking forward to. Next, we have melee changes, which I alluded to in the start of the video, but they've already had a hotfix dedicated to both the club, the dagger, and the bayonet as well. So we've gotten a bit of a buff for those. When the changes first came out to the melee weapons, I was maybe a little too optimistic about the bayonet. I was like, nah, this is still gonna be fun to use, and it's not. It's not at all, dude. I can't fucking use the bayonet anymore. Gone are the days where I could stab like 12 cunts in a bunker base. Now I can barely kill one, dude. It's fucking terrible. But hey, I'm testing it out with the new changes. Hopefully it's a little bit better. I know there have been buffs to stamina where it's not gonna like take you down to half stamina, but we'll see what it ends up looking like. I think the bayonet should still be how it was pre-change with the infantry update. I think it should still be a one-shot kill. I think, yes, it should cost stamina when you're running with it, but to stab with it, I disagree with that 100%. I think the melee weapons, sure, that's fine. It makes sense. But the bayonet, dude, it was so much fun. It was so much fun, and it was crazy. It was a good time. We're going to just wait and see how this hotfix impacts the melee weapons. But personally, goddamn, dude, the way they were pre-hotfix, they were so bad. So fucking bad. All right, moving along. Something else that I'm hoping to see in 2025. I know we're talking about new content with the era update, but there's still going to be another update, a minor one, before the era update releases. And what I'm hoping to see is something that a lot of people in my Twitch chat have been talking about, and it's something I've mentioned too. I'd love to see a Molotov cocktail. I would love to see something like that implemented. I feel like the Molotov cocktail is like such a cool grenade for us to use. Like, yes, it could still do fire damage. I don't know if you could hit like T5 fire with that, but if anything else, I think it'd be great for clearing trenches, buildings, bunkers, everything. Like, it would be great. Not much else to say with that. It's just, I think, a pretty cool piece of content that I'm hoping to see next year. Something that's already been a piece of Foxhole history and unfortunately is no longer with us, but the white whale, guys. I'm still holding out hope one day. Devs, you made assets for this. It's already been implemented. What? Like, don't get rid of it, man. Like, it's great content right there. Like, a very cheap method for us to do naval landings. I think it should still be a thing, even though the long hook exists, even though the bluefin exists. It was so accessible for smaller groups and solos to do crazy backline landings. Even though most of the time they weren't successful, it was just fun. It was so much fun. It was so much fun, guys. Like, I've several videos where I've done white whale landings. I've been a part of other white whale landings with Osu. They were always the best time in Foxhole, and unfortunately we don't get those anymore. So devs, hopefully you guys can consider bringing those back. I'd love to get back into some white whale landings. All right, that's pretty much it for like new content I'm hoping to see. Now we've got a section here of quality of life changes I'm really hoping for in 2025. So the first set of quality of life changes I'm looking for is specific to building. Starting off with the demolition ability in Foxhole. Right now, you're gonna have to flag for disruption, throw mammons. It's very archaic. It's been like this forever. But I'm really hoping for just a very quick and easy method in 2025 to either remove grief pieces to buildings and just make it not a hassle and time sink. It already takes so long to build these structures. It sucks when maybe you make a mistake or you have somebody helping you out, they make a mistake. It's not a big deal, right? But because of how long it takes and the process to remove those pieces, it sucks so much, dude. And also with how the front can change, every bunker base may need to be slightly rearranged. The structures themselves may not be as optimal as they could be given the situation that's, you know, coming at them. So just a new way or a more efficient way to fix issues and demolish pieces. That's what I'm really hoping for there. Another smaller quality of life fix, Collies, we've been asking for this, but dude, the Ignifist not auto-equipping. I asked this like back when I had my fumble with the fucking submarine when I tried stabbing cunts and I didn't have my fucking bayonet equipped because it doesn't auto-equip after you've already had it equipped. Now we have that in the game, so that's great. And hopefully with time, we're going to get the Ignifist auto-equipping as well. Doesn't make sense why it doesn't, but it'll make partisaning a lot more fun and less chaotic. This is also just another minor fix, but something I've seen a lot, especially a lot last war, was tanks getting stuck in low walls. It was really weird. Now, most of the time, these low walls where people are getting stuck are in cities, towns, and the people driving are, maybe newer to the game, so they don't know how to actually get out of there. I know there's an unstuck function within the game, but it sucks, right? Like when there's a chaotic situation happening and you end up inadvertently getting yourself stuck on something that you think should be easily maneuverable or you should be able to climb over easy, but it just doesn't always seem that way. And we all know how janky the climbing is in Foxhole. It's gotten better with the infantry update, but yeah, the tanks now sometimes have that issue too. But in any case, guys, hoping to see some fixes there, just so it's a little bit more intuitive and easier for tank crews to get around those structures. All right, next we get into kind of a spicy take here, guys. Now, we have on the Colonial faction, we have a skill issue, guys, and it's called the Fingers. And what I'm hoping to see here is a change to the left and rightmost hexes for both the Colonial and Warden factions. Right now, the Fingers is the only map that connects to land that's also in the island hexes. And so it's not exactly the most ideal situation when we lose that hex. Obviously, you would think that the Colonials could just do a better job of entrenching, building up that hex, but we are monkeys. I think there should probably be some sort of rework there where the Fingers isn't connected to the mainland, or at the very least, Orbreaker Isle or Godcrofts, one of those hexes would have some sort of connection to the Warden side of the hex as well. In any case, it's kind of a weird thing that I don't think the devs have really put a lot of attention on, and I don't blame them because it's such a weird thing to to constantly have happen. But I think it's like the past 3 wars now, the Eastern Front for the Colonials has always been getting fucked from the Fingers. What we need, you guys, is the Free State of Fingers again. Whoever fucking started that shit, we need the Free State of Finger crowd to come back, build up the Fingers, and just fucking stay there, man. Just defend that shit. All right, guys, and last on my list are some naval changes, something that I think has become recently a bigger issue. The gunboat situation for both the Colonials and Wardens, and the way that they stack up against each other. It's no secret that the Colonial gunboat is not exactly well equipped to deal with the Warden variant. Personally, there's trade-offs with every single vehicle weapon for both factions. I personally have always been saying, let's just ride with barges. Let's ride with APCs. Let's use the other tools in our tool belt and see if that can help counter the advantage that Wardens have. I'm saying this more in the sense of maybe the devs need to just kind of take a step back and examine both of the gunboats and see if they've done a good enough job with balancing the two and making them both competitive against each other. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens with the gunboats. I just personally, I've only seen success when Colonials overwhelmingly outnumber the Warden side when it comes to naval fights. Also, we do need to have like a mixture of barges, speedboats, whereas Wardens can just run out with mass gunboats and be viable. So these are things that, again, it's partially skill issue on the Colonials, and partially it's just a fucking broken. It's a broken gunboat, bro. It's not that intimidating at all. The last change I'm wishing for when it comes to naval next year, I've tasted how good the Iron Ship was pre-movement update, and my god, I am disgusted by the way the Iron Ship works now and the way it moves. It's so bad. It's like pulling teeth, bro. If there's anything to take away from this video, it's a return to fun. You know, we play games to have fun, guys. We're not here to check into our second job, even though some people may treat Foxhole like a second job. I play this game for entertainment and fun. It's not fun when it takes 45 minutes to load up an Iron Ship with 5 shipping containers and drive that bitch to like the front line. It's not fun at all. It's tedious, stressful, and when you add on the fact that you can end up getting ganked and lose all your shit, it's like, why the fuck am I doing this? So yeah, I'm really hoping that Iron Ship movement reverts back to the way it was before. Probably never gonna happen. Devs, if you're, again, please, I'm begging you here. You know what's gonna end up happening though? The fucking barge is gonna get the same movement as the Iron Ship, and we're just never gonna have fun. That's probably what's gonna end up happening. But that's it for what I'm wishing for in Foxhole 2025. Actually, I have one other bullet point, guys. I'm really hoping for Dead Harvest next year. We didn't get anything like that this year. I can't even remember the last time we had the Relic Wars. I want to say it was like last year in 2023. Yeah, I think 2023 or like really early 2024. But yes, Dead Harvest. Somebody posted in the Reddit like mechs, which I personally have not played around with before. But yes, we need to get a return to some of these older things that used to be in rotation just to keep wars fresh and the game fun. But we'll have to wait and see, you guys. Anyway, y'all, that's everything that I had in my wish list for 2025. Let me know down in the comment section below what you're wishing for Foxhole in 2025. And also let me know if anything that I mentioned resonates with you and if you have that on your list too. Really exciting time, again, to get into Foxhole, which is more to the point of why I want to give away a copy to somebody so that they have a chance to get in before all this new cool stuff becomes available to us. Anyway, you guys, that's it for the video. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you all in the next one.